And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Check 13. Check 13. Check 4. Check 4.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
21. Check 50. Check 24. Check.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Space. Watching you cry. Check pass. Check pass.
Here's Ryan to throw. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
First down, Falcons.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Check.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
You ready? Hey, check 24. 54, stop. Let him go.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. 43 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that, that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 49 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Hey, check this. Hey, box truck, box truck. 50, 25.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
61, stop! Bud. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full. Space. Switch gears. 22. Slam.
Now Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Ready, blue 80.
Like 50. Let him know.
21.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
This is Freeman on first and 10. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. Big dad. Come. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill. Watch the safety creep. Hey, South. He's mine.
Freeman. And some room to maneuver. That one 28 yards on the ground. He had the big touchdown run on the first drive and more room to maneuver right there.
And the big guys up front, they're feeling chesty and strong, creating nice openings for him.
Pick me up. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 3. Ready to go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Come on, come on. Rush in.
On the keeper, here's Ryan. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. This time Ryan will throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
3rd and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Check back.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Jamar Taylor will be credited with the tackle.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
We got double up.
Alert 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And no time.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media. this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Ryan gets it off to Freeman. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
20. Gun.
Everyone go 37 to Mike.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Freeman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing again on second down. Watson forced out to his left. Going deep here for Stills. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Reset. 52's the mic. I'm coming. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Shift. Motion.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's got Rome. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 34 yards. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So don't say nothing. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. In on the stop, Damontae Kazee.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Shoot. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 55. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Why? Hey, 59. Never mind, 52. Line him go.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Watson on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Check. 36. Kill. Turn him, go. Kill. Turn up.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Watson going to give this one to Miller. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Mike 40. At 55. You might be getting tired of seeing me. Check your heart rate. At 55. 54. 66. Pull it. Pass. Oh, shit.
3rd and 2. Watson out to his left. And that is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. Hey, South. Smooth. Base. Cool seven. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Get up.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Motion.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Set. 19. Check 45 to Mike. I got him. Watch twins. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Vic Beasley, his 2nd sack of the night.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan got his man complete over the middle. That's Freeman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now in Houston. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 1st down, Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Switch up. Hey, 59.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans push further out in front. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
Let's go. Do it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Space. 37's the mic. Mike 37. What we got? Hey, high 7. Hey, South. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
To throw is Ryan. Caught by Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 4. That one goes for 24 yards.
And the Falcon first down.
Hey, let's go.
I'm coming after you.
Gun. 37's the mic. Mike 37.
Get him.
Go.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill. Wait.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Gun. Give me that ball.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
22. Space. Motion to the backfield.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
51.
Throwing now. Ryan on first down. And look at that. A diving catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Check safety. 20. Hey, South.
Ryan will throw again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Mike, 45.
We got a plane to catch.
They begin with a run by Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check that hand with us. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 52. You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Let him go.
They'll run it again with Miller. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
What is that? Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check. Lucky. Check 13. Check 13. Check 4. Check 59. Check 31. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check 15. Check 50. Check 24. Check 26. Watch out. Let him go.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Lamar Miller. He's at the 40. The 20, 10, and he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Next to score, Texans 33, Falcons 19. Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly deep.
that you tryna go be. Better run up the